ASMRNN. I'm your host, Luke Charles ASMR, and this is the nightly news. Ever since I was a young boy, I played the silver ball. From Soho down to Brighton, I must have played them all, but I ain't seen nothing like him in any amusement hall. That deaf, dumb and blind kid sure plays a mean pinball. That was what a pinball champion had to say about a new prodigy in the world of pinball who caught their attention. Of this prodigy, the champion told us he stands like a statue and becomes part of the machine, feeling all the bumpers but always playing clean. He plays by intuition as the digit counters fall. That deaf, dumb and blind kid sure plays a mean pinball. Others who saw the prodigy playing in the venue remarked, "He's a pinball wizard, there has to be a twist. A pinball wizard's got such a supple wrist." Asking, "How do you think he does it? I don't know. What makes him so good?" Apparently this pinball wizard ain't got no distractions, can't hear no buzzers and bells. He don't see no lights a flashing. He plays by a sense of smell. He always gets the replay we've never seen him fall. The pinball champion challenged this pinball wizard to a contest and had to admit, even on my favourite table, he can beat my best. His disciples lead him in, and he just does the rest. He's got crazy flipper fingers. I've never seen him fall. That deaf, dumb and blind kid sure plays a mean pinball. The pinball champion also hinted at retirement, saying, "I thought I was the bally table king, but I just handed my pinball crown to him." Have you seen the pinball wizard in action? Let us know. A New Zealander recounted to our reporters some notable moments from his life recently, telling us, "Brother Pele's in the back, sweet Zena's in the front, cruising down the freeway in the hot, hot sun. Suddenly red and blue lights flash us from behind, with a loud voice booming, 'Please step out onto the line.' Pele preaches words of comfort and Zena just hides her eyes. The policeman taps his shades. Is that a Chevy 69? How bizarre. How bizarre, how bizarre." After being sent on his way with his friends, the New Zealander recalled, "Destination unknown as we're pulling for some gas. A freshly pasted poster reveals a smile from the past. Elephants and acrobats, lions, snakes, monkey. Pele speaks righteous. Sister Zena says funky. How bizarre. How bizarre, how bizarre." When asked about their time visiting the circus, the New Zealander had this to say. "Ringmaster steps out and says the elephants left town. People jump and jive and the clowns have stuck around. TV news and cameras, there's choppers in the sky. Marines, police, reporters ask where, for and why. Pele yells, 'We're out of here.' And Zena says, 'Ride on,' making moves and starting grooves before they knew they were gone. Jumped into the Chevy, headed for big lights. Want to know the rest? Hey, buy the rights. How bizarre. How bizarre, how bizarre." There's a lot of excitement there, more than enough to set hearts racing and put people on edge, and, as Zena pointed out, "Oh baby, it's making me crazy, making me crazy. Every time I look around, every time I look around, every time I look around, it's in my face." Man, it's a hot one, like 7 inches from the midday sun. A German-born American told our reporters whilst hanging out in New York with a Mexican-born American. "Well, I hear you whisper and the words melt everyone, but you stay so cool," he added, recalling a particular beauty who caught his eye that day, saying of her, "My muñequita, my Spanish Harlem Mona Lisa. You're my reason for reason. The step in my groove. But I'll tell you one thing, he went on to say of this mystery woman, if you would leave, it'd be a crying shame. In every breath and every word, I hear your name calling me out, out from the barrio. You hear my rhythm on your radio. You feel the turning of the world, so soft and slow. It's turning you round and round. Clearly moved by his enigmatic presence in his life, he had this to say. And if you said this life ain't good enough, I would give my world to lift you up. I could change my life to better suit your mood, because you're so smooth. Well, and it's just like the ocean under the moon. Well, it's the same as the emotion that I get from you. You've got the kind of loving that can be so smooth, yeah. Give me your heart, make it real, or else forget about it. If you're out there, please get in touch. In other news, a Missouri-born woman had this to say. This ain't no disco, it ain't no country club either. This is LA. She says, all I want to do is have a little fun before I die, says the man next to me out of nowhere. It's apropos of nothing. He says his name is William. I'm sure he's Bill or Billy or Mac or Buddy, and it's plain ugly to me. And I wonder if he's ever had a day of fun in his whole life. We're drinking beer at noon on Tuesday in a bar that faces a giant car wash. The good people of the world are washing their cars on their lunch break, hosing and scrubbing as best as they can in skirts and suits. They drive their shiny Datsuns and Buicks back to the phone company, the record store too. Well, they're nothing like Billy and me. I like a good beer buzz early in the morning, and Billy likes to peel the labels from his bottles of bud. He shreds them on the bar. Then he lights every match in an oversized pack, letting each one burn down to his thick fingers before blowing and cursing them out. He's watching the bottles of bud as they spin on the floor, and a happy couple enters the bar, dangerously close to one another. The bartender looks up from his want ads. Otherwise, the bar is ours. The day, the night, and the car wash too. The matches, the buds, and the clean and dirty cars. The sun and the moon. 'Cause all I want to do is have some fun. I got a feeling I'm not the only one. All I want to do is have some fun until the sun comes up over Santa Monica Boulevard. At least she knows what she wants. Now it's time to go across to our fortune cookie forecast. What do we have this week? Change can hurt, but it leads a path to something better. Okay, and let's have a look at the trigger of the week. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, and ring the bell to stay up to date with the news as it happens. I've been Luke Charles ASMR, and remember to always ASMR responsibly.